I came back from quite a few years overseas, and I picked up with an older lady, and we went to the Botanic Gardens one Sunday afternoon for a walk round, and she was a person that had to pinch a cutting of everything that she could, and she pinched cuttings of cacti from the Botanic Gardens. These all went up my jumper so that nobody could see that we were pinching pieces of cacti, and then the hobby went on from there, really.
I had a cactus garden when I was about 15 years old, and then I had just a few when I lived in Perth. When I came over here, I have no idea why all of a sudden I went into cactus. I went to a Cactus Society show one day, and there were things there I didn't know existed. Oh, I thought, oh, this is just wonderful.
That was a very long time ago when I was still at high school. My mother had a very small collection, and I got very interested in it and eventually took over. So that's going back 50 odd years.
Well, I got this one when I was 10 years old, and I had it in my garden just sitting at my mum's place, and then yeah, now 12 years later it's now this big. It was about that big when I got it.
The most difficult part, I would think, would be probably 2 or 3 things.
Time, realising that they're very slow growing, and you've got to just be patient and wait.
You water them too much. You think you'll be nice to them.
Getting either your soil in the garden or the soil in your pots right, and they need to have very well drained soil so that the water just flows through.
Well, the most expensive cacti is one I bought when I first started, and it cost me $48.
The most expensive one is peyote that I see on eBay. You know, a pot like this big going for a couple of $1,000, but that's maybe not for its the look of its flower or something like that. It might be something else.
It's not child friendly, whereas I think it is child friendly because they'll quickly learn to stay away. But the amount of plants I have growing outside that's been given to me by grandparents and great-grandparents to protect their youngsters is ridiculous, really, because when they learn that they bite pretty hard, they won't go near them. They're prone to both rot and insects.
Mealybug is the main thing that cacti get, and sometimes there's a little type of mealybug called a spiny bug that only just is on the spines.
Now, mealybug always hide on the side away from you, which surprises me because the side away from me is facing the sun.
The other pest that we have on our property is rabbits. When there's a drought time, sometimes the rabbits will actually try and eat the cacti, or we have one particular plant, that an echinus cactus, that the rabbits got to and consumed about 1/3 of the plant, but it has recovered and it's doing quite well now.
The Cactus Society is made up of a lot of elderly people mainly. They're all about over the age of at least 40 and going up until about into the 90s. Some of them are almost 100, and they've been in the society for about 40 years.
I joined it in 1965, the first time when I was still at high school. It was the second year of the society. It was founded in 1964. I joined because at that stage you could not buy cacti and succulents in any nurseries at all. And none of the nursery people knew much about them anyway, so it was just the logical choice to go and join the society and learn as much as I could. And also, they always had plants for sale.
People come in with stories about how they've defied nature and like taken pollen from one particular species that wouldn't be around when another particular species is flowering, and like stored the pollen and then crossbred them and had strange results and things like that. People come in bragging.
I like the way they're symmetrical, the way they are designed to... They're designed by an engineer.
I have a cactus tattoo.
Can we see that?